What time is it? You know, it's time to grow. So today I'm doing a book review on a book called Nudge by Richard Thaler and Sunstein. Now, it took me quite a while to read this book. Nothing to do with the book, by the way. I've just been slack on the reading. And look, as you can see, the book's a bit battered. I've taken it loads of places with me and it's just taken a while to get through it. Life circumstances. Back in, I think it was 2018, I read 16 books in the year. At the moment, I'm nowhere near that. So it took me a while to read this book, but I've got through it. It's a brilliant book. So let me give you a quick review. You may or may not have heard the book. Now, I've got a list of books that I want to read. Some I've bought already, some I need to buy. I'm not going to get through all them books in my lifetime. So I tried to prioritize which ones I think are better or more interesting or which is more going to help me in life. All non-fictional, by the way. Right. So this book was on my list anyway. And I'd say a year or two back, two people I was working with at the time, they were government analysts, actually recommended this book. So I kind of pushed it up on my list of books that I'm going to purchase and read. Now, so this book is all about nudging. So they talk heavily about the government and how the government could nudge human beings in different ways to basically make humans have a better life, right? So this book talks about humans versus econs. Now, econs are economists, people that do things in an economical, almost robot way, right? And then there's the majority of us, which are humans. We make lots of decisions based on emotions, like many decisions in life, especially with money, right? We make decisions, health as well, everything in life, relationships, marriage. We do things based on emotions and, you know, outside influences, whether good or bad. Now, this book explores it all, right? This book explores it all, and it goes through the psychology of humans and why we do certain things and how. And also, this book was made just around the time of the global pandemic, what's the word I'm looking for? Recession, the 2008 recession caused by the housing market crash. And I think this book was made just a bit before that, and then they done a next version. So this is the updated version, which was updated. So they talk about the 2008/2009 recession and, you know, the housing price crash, etc. But this is a really good book. I'm thinking, what else did they mention? I don't want to give too much of the book away, but it is really a good book. I think you should go and purchase it, especially if you are sort of into, what do they call that phrase? Behavioral economics. I think I got the right word. I've definitely got a few more books on my list in this category. So I've literally finished reading this book today, Nudge. It is amazing. It is an amazing book. So it allows you to see how, you know, we think about things in terms of health, relationships, money, and how, you know, looking at it from a, you know, a government point of view, how government sets certain rules, etc., and how the government goes about nudging people in terms of, and if you don't know what is meant by the word nudge, it's almost like, let's say, you know, you want to donate, you don't think you want to donate your organs, for example, and, you know, there's a form that asks you to opt in. You're more likely to make a decision to donate your organs if something happens to you, if they give you an option to opt out. So you're automatically opt in. And then there's things like, you know, you might join an organization to work for them, and you might have an auto enrollment into a pension rather than having to opt in. So that's kind of nudging you into it. You can opt out of the pension, but you're automatically enrolled. And if you don't do nothing, then you're paying into your pension. That's like the company or the government or whatever helping you save for your future. So they're nudging you. It's not mandatory. You don't have to pay to your pension, but because they have auto enrolled you, they have nudged you. Do you get it? So this is what this book's all about. They cover the general things in life, such as relationships, money, food, losing weight, everything. This book's really a good book. It will challenge your way of thinking if you've not read something like this before. So, what do I rate this book out of 10? It's a hard choice, but I think I'm gonna give this book, I thought about it carefully, I'm gonna give this book an 8.5 out of 10. It's a really good book. I recommend it. And it depends on the kind of things you're into. This book will be insightful for all human beings that like non-fictional books. Yeah. So if you're into non-fictional books, I definitely think this book will be interesting for you. It's definitely a recommendation from me. Someone had commented on one of my other book reviews and said they want more book reviews. Sorry that it took so long to come with another book review, but here's another one. And if you've got any books that you recommend for me to read, yeah, I might do another video and go through the books I've read, talk about the books I've read, because I've only done a few book reviews and I've read quite a few non-fictional books now. But if you have any recommendations of books, hit in the comments below. If I've read the book already, I might do a review, or if it's a book that I haven't heard of or I haven't put on my list, I'll consider it putting on my list and consider doing a review of the book. But that's my review of Nudge. A quick review. Don't want to give too much of the book away, but I definitely recommend it. If you're into non-fictional books, you will definitely find it interesting no matter what you're into. Health, fitness, money, leisure, whatever, right? Nudge, big book. Definitely recommend a purchase. That's it. Comments down below. See you on the next video. Continue to grow.